If you're because of the title, I'm not checking. There's really feels like she doesn't have any real counterplay in the game. What is up, guys? My name is James Cool. I'm gonna try and keep this as brief as possible. I just woke up, so I'm gonna sound really fucking sluggish as I have to go to work. Um, but a while back, I posted a forum post on the DVD Storm forum, Steam forum page. Of course, that's just a bunch of usually salty people, but I actually asked what real counterplay options a nurse has. And I wanted to go through each of those that I got, as some of them weren't just salty assholes, they were generally people like, there is no counterplay against a good nurse, to which I agree with that. A good nurse, you just kind of die. And I'm going to go over why that is, and explain why nurse should more than likely be changed. I'm sorry. She needs some form of counterplay. I don't want old Freddy. But one of the forms of counterplay that was mentioned was just hold W. Guys, this is a counterplay to every killer in the game. Every killer has a different way they can handle the hold W. Like blight rushing, wraith cloaking, hunter sniping, and even nurse just blinking. No matter what, though, that's not 100% counterplay, as eventually a survivor does have to go to a pallet or take a vault, or they're going to get hit. I mean, and here's the issue with nurse. Nurse literally just hits you twice without any fucking time to react, usually. As she, get this, she has 2 blinks, and that's going to be important. Nurse has 2 blinks. Please don't fucking forget about that. Another one is, just stealth moron. Bro, as the survivor, you don't win your games by hiding for 20 minutes. You know, this isn't Friday the 13th. There is no time limit on this game, alright? If you're going against a good killer, you're gonna be found. And if you're not being found and your 3 teammates are fucking dead, you're being a bad teammate. Go get chased. Guys, a survivor has to do a gen to be able to even escape the fucking game. So you can't just out-stealth a nurse, you have to eventually take a chase, and hey, the moment you do, you're dead. Well, bro, obviously, just try and run back when she's blinking. Well, hey, isn't it the actual first semi-counterplay? Alright, well, that can work in certain scenarios. Hey, the nurse you're playing against has a sentient brain. I mean, as much as you can for just pointing and clicking at a guy and downing them. Here's the thing, alright? The nurse player is going to learn that you're running back at them. Alright? You can try and be as unpredictable as possible. If we're talking about a nurse who has played at least this killer for more than 200, even 200 hours, I feel like they're going to know most of the time where most survivors are going to go. The only time you're mostly going to see otherwise is against people who non-stop play this game like their fucking job. I mean, I shouldn't have to make this game my job to be able to go against only one of the killers in the game. Even Blight has 10 times more counterplay than what Nurse has, and it's fucking stupid. And they both have the same issues. Now, again, let's put it in this scenario, okay? You're running to Shack, and you're going to turn the corner right where the vault is, okay? However, when you're doing that, this is what a nurse player can do, okay? She can blink to the corner of the shack. That way, if you do run back, you get hit. If you keep running straight or go into the shack, get this, the nurse has a second blink and can correct her action at any time. So no matter what, it's still a lose-lose if the nurse has more than 2 brain cells and has played nurse for even 100 hours, man. I mean, nurse literally puts you into 50-50s, and 50-50 scenarios are not counterplay. They're just fucking 50-50s, dude. Every killer has to deal with something. I'm going there here in a bit. Now, the last one, and in my opinion, the most stupidest fucking one, is just use line of sight, forehead. Oh my god, you can't use line of sight against a killer who goes across the map in an instant? Bad survivor. Bro. The only thing I have to say to this stupid fucking argument is that the nurse has 2 blinks. Even if you were to go behind an object, again, get this, their nurse can teleport where you are, even if she clenches your ass for a slight second, and then fucking use her second blink to instantly get back on you. Wow! That was awesome counterplay, man. I really did wish I could have counterplayed the nurse from Dead by Daylight. I hate that one. That one just is so dumb. Guys, remember, if you just die to a nurse, you didn't lose line of sight. That's how I always get told that, and it's so fucking funny, dude. Okay, I'm gonna give you a list. All right, I'm looking four things: pallets, windows, distance, and walls. Those are four things most killers in this game actually have to deal with, or at least make it harder for them to just simply get a hit off. Nurse doesn't have none of that. Anything that normal killers have that you can do, Nurse has none of this shit. Again, the only people who I've ever seen go against good Nurse players are people who are usually in a spliff, and are usually the same people who have played this game for literally their job and make YouTube content for it. Starva, Aaron, Jerry. I mean, those are the only people, and even then, they don't always win their games. Which, you know, you shouldn't always win a game. That's fun. That's fair. You gotta lose your games from time to time. But like, bro, Nurse is dumb. Um, I again, you shouldn't have to have this game as your job to go against a killer. It's stupid. And that's okay. And keep this in mind, right? That's not even mentioning any of the perks or add-ons Nurse can run. Like everyone knows the double blink add-ons are stupid. But, you know, she can also just run 4 slowdowns, Starstruck, Noed, double range. I mean, like, again, you don't fucking, you don't have a chance. If a nurse has 1 slowdown and they're even decent, you're better off just going next game, guys. Literally just let them kill you, go next. What's the fucking point in wasting 10 minutes on a match that you already know the outcome to? I really want you to think about that. And for anyone who is, again, well, I beat nurses all the time. Yeah, I sure do bet that you beat the baby nurses all the time. But we're talking about actual god tier nurses who, like, have 1,000 hours in Nurse, the point-and-click adventure game killer, as I like to call her. As there is no struggle to play Nurse. You just go through everything. The only struggle is learning the killer, and there you go. You now have a 100% win rate on a killer just because. Unless it's like a 4-man, or you the people who play it as their job, I mean, fucking hell. Now, the only thing that survivors have that is nearly 100% counterplay, and that's Dead Hard. And that's a perk you can only use once per chase. And even then, the nurse just doesn't have to swing. They could just let their blink declare and then blink right back on that survivor instantaneously. So, I mean, hey, once again, it's just a 50-50. Is the nurse going to be smart and wait out Dead Hard, or going to swing through it? Find out next. And she doesn't even need to use her brain. She can just still swing through it and catch back up. Who the fuck cares? Now, I don't want Nurse to be nerfed to the ground. I don't ever want a killer to be like Old Freddy. Which Old Freddy literally had to manually put survivors to sleep, and it took 7 seconds for Freddy to even hit a survivor. That's stupid. I mean, I don't ever want a survivor like that. I mean, a killer like that ever again. But, like, any more counterplay is more than 0. I've already suggested this multiple times on stream, is that survivors could just drop pallets. Now, what I mean by that is, a nurse would not be able to blink through a downed pallet. A nurse still has 2 blinks, so she can still fucking hit someone. She just has to use more than 2 fucking brain cells to do so. You know? So, more than likely what would happen if that was the case, if you hear a nurse blink, everyone would just start pre-dropping pallets. To which even then the nurse, just like how the dredge, can just break the fucking pallets like how the dredge can break the locks preemptively. And then nurse, once again, has no counterplay. And then, hey, she'll kill the survivors. Again, more counterplay is still way better than 0 counterplay. But I really want to hear from you guys. If you guys generally disagree with my opinion, let me know in the comments. Tell me why you think Nurse is a very fun and balanced killer. I would love to hear that. I mean, I might giggle a little bit. I'm gonna be straight honest with you, but I think most of the community at this time can understand that Nurse is just stupid, and we really need behavior to actually do something about her, especially with the new reworks coming out on how depending on how much of that is solid, we need some type of rework for Nurse. Seriously, guys. Whenever the PTB comes to live, imagine how shitty it is going to go against Nurse. You're literally, once again, best off just to go next. So again, let me know in the comments down below. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button at the very least. That helps it get into the algorithm. Makes it reach more people. I would love if this started a conversation about Nurse other than Nurse prevents game balance. No, let's actually talk while Nurse is a fucking stupidly killer who has not been changed in fucking forever. Please. Oh my god. Can we, for the love of God, please get a Nurse change? Ah! Have a good day and stay safe. I love you guys. Bye.